Hey guys, and welcome back to He Works Hard for the Honey. Surprise, we're not at Hive 2. I tried to do a very similar situation where I checked the top box and brought you guys in on the bottom, what they call super. And I got stung about my second frame in. Which is, you know, as I've always said, is not so bad, but for you guys who've been keeping track, I have been getting stung in bunches. The bees, when they do sting you, they not only die, but they release a distress hormone that sort of alerts the rest of the hive, which does make you more likely to get stung at that point. And I figured I'm gonna listen this time. I am gonna check in with some folks and see, given how delicate I am with them, if I'm getting stung more than a lot of other beekeepers, which may then require us to requeen the hive. And what this does is, because every bee in that hive is a genetic descendant of the current queen, if she has some genetic disposition towards aggression, the entire hive is going to then inherit that. Seems like it would be a shame, because from the short time I was in the top box, these guys, in addition to being a little testy, are just all-stars at filling frames. I want to say it only took about 3 frames in before I could see some pretty full honey frames, and I'm still optimistic we could get something of a honey harvest. I hope you guys will stick around and keep up with us for that. So what I'm going to do is just listen for today, listen to them and kind of back off. Spend a little time mowing the lawn and making some syrup, which, as I was saying in the first video, is going to help them, the carbohydrates, help sort of stoke the wax glands for the bees, which allow them to fill up frames that they can then fill with their own nectar and pollen. And the other thing, for those who've been following us this week and have seen the new addition to our family, you guys may have noticed some of the red straps at the bottom of the hives. Given our energetic little puppy, we have been sort of clamping the hives down just the same way you would do. And hold on, I'm gonna bring her out here, and she is just as sweet as pie and just energetic. But we do want to make sure that she's not chasing a squirrel along the fence and runs into one of those green boxes and finds out why you don't want to do that. She did get curious when she was off the leash and went right up to the opening of the hive and was kind of sniffing around, and we let it go for about 5 seconds, and then we figured we'd save that adventure for another day. But if you had wondered, we do have clamps we use in sort of storm or high wind conditions. They're actually standard practice sort of further out into areas that are less urban, where you might get bears, skunks, wild animals trying to knock the hives over to get the honey. So, sorry I didn't get to take you through the supers. We may do that a little bit later in the week, but thanks for joining us.